The ring is the most powerful weapon in the world. Just put the magic ring on. It's going to have tremendous power. Anyone who disobeys orders has only one outcome: death. This ring belongs to Sauron, forged in the doomsday flames of the Fad. There are 19 other rings. The ancestors have 3. 7 were given to the dwarves. The other 9 belong to humans. These rings all carry great power, used to protect his family. They don't all know that. The Supreme Lord of the Rings. You can control all the other rings. It's a ring that can rule. The land of the fairies is about to be taken over by the humans, and the fairies are allied. Battle with the Salon, a battle of survival. The alliance is very powerful. The enemy has no way to escape. It seemed as if victory was in the palm of his hand. Sauron wears the ring of God on the battlefield. No one can resist his attack. When all hope is gone, Prince Isolder holds his father's sword, cut off the finger. Sauron's army of snails quickly dispersed. The League team won. The Eider had a chance to destroy the ring, but he couldn't hold his heart. The temptation of power, he decided to keep it his own. But when they returned, the Eida's team was ambushed. The ring also fell. Isidora was killed. A silver ring that's been silent for 2,500 years, until one day it fell into the hands of the monster Gold. But in the end, the ring betrayed him, then to another hot boy. The ring gave him immortality. Hotbeat has a life expectancy of 60. He lived to be 110 years old. At the birthday party, he used the power of the ring to remain invisible. Then go to your room. You want to take the ring with you. All of this was discovered by the wizard Gandalf and prevent him from carrying the ring. Gandalf gave the ring back to Frodo. Tell me about the secrets of the ring. He gave you the task. Take the safe ring to the fairies. The Dark Lord. Sauron knew the location of the ring. Barado Fort is being rebuilt, guarded by countless mines at the same time. The ring looking for the ring. Vandalf will meet the leader of the wizards and meet Frodo at the Prancing Pony Inn. Before you say it again and again, you can't wear the ring, because it would attract the attention of Sauron's followers. When they finished, they acted immediately. Gandalf came to see Saruman, but he was soon subdued by Sauron. He wanted Gandalf to join him, but Gandalf would rather die. Saruman stole his magic wand. He was imprisoned in the tower. Frodo's party encounters a ring of ghosts along the way. They try to escape. They reached the dock and temporarily cut off the ghost ring. He went to the Prancing Pony, but did not meet Gandalf. That Frodo unfortunately slipped and fell. The ring fell on your finger. His location was immediately discovered by the ring. You're lucky to be saved by Aragorn. When the ring came, the house was empty. Aragorn becomes the guide that brings Frodo's party. The fairies knock down the trees, turn the forest into a living hell. This place is for Sauron's mind, making weapons and armor. The brain unearthed a monster. The half-lover has been imprisoned all along. 1,000 years with these mighty armies. Sauron will soon rule the world. Now the Frodo party was about to set foot on the fairies. They planned to spend the night here. They were found by the ring. They were forced to retreat to the top of the mountain. Ring ghosts surround them to get the ring. The two sides started fighting. The goal of the ring is the ring. Frodo was forced to put on the ring and disappeared. But in this place, you can see more terrible things. As soon as the ring is about to be taken, he risked his life that he would be stabbed by the enemy. Search right now. Aragorn fought in time to drive out all the ghosts. Now I have to go to the fairies to save Frodo's life. But you seem to be in dire straits. People have to run for the leaves. I can detoxify you first. Suddenly a fairy appeared. She quickly took Frodo back to the fairies. The ghost quickly caught up that she was forced to cast a spell that caused a flood to strike. When Frodo awoke, he found himself safe in the fairies. Gandalf was also here. He jumped off the tower riding the giant and get out of control. Here Frodo is reunited with Uncle Bebu. He gave you a silver armor, light as feathers, but hard as scales. The god who sees it will not come near. Gandalf wanted the fairies to hold the ring. They left the ring full. So the representatives of the tribes had to meet to agree. They decided to take the ring to where it was born, then destroy it. That's the lava flow in the caldera next to the red zone. After unification, the Ring Guard group was formed on their way to Mount Doom. There were many difficulties along the way. Saruman's ears and eyes blocked their path. They're forced to cross snow-capped mountains. That's what Saruman wants. He's standing on top of the black radio and chanting a mantra storm out loud and drags along the avalanche that engulfs it all. There's no other choice. They have to keep going, according to Saruman's calculations. It's going to the Moria Vault. There's something very scary inside that's waiting for them. They went to the Moria Tunnel. This place has a door. You have to read the spell correctly to open it. In the water, something is approaching them. Just in time for the robbery, they opened the door and went inside. Inside the body of the dwarves lying everywhere. They were killed by the brain. They're going to leave. Then suddenly, there was a leg wrapped around It's hard to pull you away to cut it off. But soon after, there are countless more broom legs on the water. A scary monster appeared. He opened his mouth, Frodo. It's about to become its food. Aragorn cut off his leg and saved him. They were forced to enter the collapsed rock, lost the entrance, stopped the monster outside. But they still roused the mind. They frantically attacked them. A fierce battle ensued and they beat all the brains out. But their reinforcements quickly rushed in. They had to retreat to the other side of the tunnel. But they're so outnumbered. They're surrounded. There's no way back. Suddenly there was a loud noise. All the minds withdrew and a more terrifying demon appeared. It's the devil in the legend, the king of demons. It's very violent and very powerful. Long and strong arms with a pair of wings on the back. There's no AI as its rival. They can only run away. Jendaf foe to control the monster, but it's too strong. He drew a flaming sword Ra slashed straight at the Jendaf. Fortunately, he dodged the raging monster. It draws the fire ROI trio. Don't you ever get over me. He was about to go one step further when the bridge collapsed. It falls into the abyss. Vandaf was about to turn away when he was wrapped in fire ROI. Frodo tries to save the Vandaf, but he said, "Run away, stupid boy," and let go of himself. If they lose the Vandaf, they can escape the Muria tunnel. This makes it hard for them to accept. There is still a mission on my shoulders. They had to keep going. They went to the fairies' dreamy Loren Surf Forest. In Middle-earth, they were captured by the fairies because those fairies also feared the power of Sauron. So don't let the ring caravan go through. After being persuaded by Aragorn, they were taken to the center of the fairies. Let the king and queen of light decide this. They were then taken to the queen. They're all dumbfounded. They'd never met anyone so beautiful. Frodo sees the future in the magic mirror. You accidentally opened the ring. Thanks to a strong will, you've stopped Sauron's influence. The queen told Frodo, "If you lose 7, what you saw will happen." The queen is attracted to the power of the ring, but with your strong reason to get you through the test. You finally let the ring guards go through here. At the same time, the soldiers began to move. Take the ring back. The snails began to march and become killing machines. The ring caravan, out of the fairies, they travel by water. The soldiers also chased him hard to avoid attracting attention. They decided to move at night. Now sit back and rest. Suddenly I didn't see Frodo. You go into the woods alone and you meet the bomber. The Boromir is attracted to the ring's magic. I want to take the ring. Frodo had to wear the ring in hiding. After a while, the Boromir came back to consciousness. Finding yourself has made a mistake. Now Frodo saw a giant demon. Take off the ring and return to the real world. The wise men have now driven them to their place. Aragorn told you to run first. You are alone to fight them. But the number of minds is too large. Aragorn's comrades also came to his aid to keep Frodo safe. 2 friends go to distract the mind. Let a group of minds follow me. The Boromir continues to fight fiercely. But unfortunately, you've been shot. 2 hot beat friends were arrested. Just as he was about to take his life, Aragorn jumped up, killed the monster with a knife. But unfortunately, he couldn't keep his life. For Boromir, Frodo and Sam continue their journey to the Mordor volcano, complete the mission to destroy the demons. And 2 other guys went to rescue 2 hotbeat guys. Frodo doesn't want his defenders to die anymore. Ben abandons Shadow, whose real name is Aragorn, and the others, with Sam, continue the journey, walking towards the lair of the great King Sauron with difficulty. Halfway through, Frodo suddenly felt that something was following them. So you and Sam pretend to sleep to get the tracker to show up. The Watcher saw that the 2 were fast asleep, of course getting closer. He is the Golem monster. Golem chased the Great Ring here. He's been watching Frodo for a long time, always looking for a chance to steal the ring. He was captured by Frodo and Sam. After a fight, Gold was controlled by 2 men. For the ring has worn away my soul for a long time. Then they're tortured by half-human, half-animal Gold monsters. Has schizophrenia. There is an honest personality in him, the good old days. And the evil personality Greed appeared after being eaten by the ring soul. And the evil personality Lam appeared after being eaten by the ring soul. Frodo was going to kill Gollum. But Gollum's kind personality suddenly appeared. He begged. Frodo forgives him and accepts Frodo as his master. Frodo saw poor Gollum. And again, Gollum knows the way. The grave of the worm. So Frodo forgave Gollum. Tell him to go ahead and lead the way. The White Wizard Saruman, on the other hand, who sided with Sauron, creating a stronger army of monsters. He needs a lot of wood. Very quickly, the surrounding forests were all cut down. Saruman caught his eye on the vast forest of Fangorn. The Fargon forest is not a normal forest. It's the domain of the mighty tree people, but Saruman doesn't care. He directly ordered the felling of the Fargon forest. At the same time, the kingdom of Rohan was under ambush. King Theo Black of the kingdom of Rohan, controlled by Saruman, all day without taking care of the government. Under the fascination of the evil Grima, he even expelled his nephew and adopted son, General L.M. Elmo. 7 hopes to bring Theo some engineers loyal leaving the capital of Rohan. But they didn't get very far. They met an army who took Pippin and Merry away. Elmer immediately ordered the senators to attack the monsters. Destroy them all. After dawn, Aragorn, Legolas, and Jimmy meet Elmer's army. Aragorn inquired about the 2 hobbits who had been captured by the monsters. Elmo told Aragorn, "The monsters were destroyed last night. The body was also burned. I'm sorry about that." Then he gave Aragorn 2 horses. 3 Aragonese went to the battlefield. Find your belt. Pippin and Merry in the burning bodies. When BA people are feeling extremely miserable, suddenly I discovered something unusual on the ground. Follow the tracks on the ground. Merry and Pippin are not dead. That fled into the Gonfan forest. At the same time, a monster saw 2 people running away. Immediately chase. I want to kill 2 people at the right time. The tree saved Pippin and Merry and take them to a white witch. Gollum, on the other hand, gave Frodo and Sam to the dead marshes outside Sauron's lair. To get to the volcano, you have to cross this swamp. 3 Aragonese enter the forest of Fanrun. I also met the White Witch, but this White Witch is not Saruman. It was Gandalf who fell with the monster into the abyss. Then Saruman betrayed the cause. He should be stripped of his position as the leader of the witches. Dare to sacrifice yourself and your heart. Gandalf was promoted to the White Witch. Replace Saruman, become the leader of the witches. Danaf knows this war will be tough, so he asked the Tree Man to take Pippin and Merry home. He gathered with Aragorn and the others. Let's go to the kingdom of Rohan and meet Theoden. After Frodo and Sam cross the dead swamp, you go to Mordor, the seat of Sauron. But this place is protected by sharp walls, strict guard. There's basically no way to get through it directly. Talk to Frodo now. There's a little road that goes around Mordor. Go to the mountain. Sam advised Frodo not to trust gold too much. But Frodo now had no other choice. Choose to trust gold. Tell him to lead the way to the secret road. At the same time, Gandalf and the others came to the capital of Rohan. Unleashed the spell that Saruman used on Theoden. But Theoden hasn't had time to fix the military yet. Approaching danger. The army of monsters. Saruman has entered the territory of Rohan. Gandalf advised Theoden to take his soldiers, but Theoden doesn't want his people to die on the battlefield. So he ordered everyone to be evacuated to the Helm to protect the lives of the people of Rohan. Hell is a place with rough terrain. King of the kingdom of Rohan, they built a great fort here to use in times of danger. Understands that Asma is easy to handle. But I also know this is a dead end. Once Saruman's army has surrounded this place, Theoden will no longer be able to retreat. To help Theoden, Gandalf decided to go alone and seek help. Before he went to meet Aragorn, in 5 days, you're going to send reinforcements. After Saruman learned that Theoden had sent his army to the Helm, he immediately sent his engineers to attack this Under the guidance of Goldling, Frodo and Sam went straight to the volcano. Unexpected on the way, they encounter an army of mercenaries bought by the Salon. We also met a team, mystic guerrillas specialized against these mercenaries. Other side, when Kings Thomas and Aragorn brought the people to the abyss, they were attacked by Sauron's knights. During the war, Aragorn was dragged down a cliff by a wolf. Fortunately, under the cliff was a river so that Aragorn did not die. Frodo and Sam are captured by the gorillas. After a talk, you two know that this gorilla team is from the Kingdom of Wonder. Their leader is the little boy of the Golden Faramir Regent, your Bomer's brother. After knowing Frodo, he is wearing a ring. Faramir is very excited. He decided to bring Frodo and Sam back. The Goner gave this ring to his father. Aragorn riding back to the Helm. I know based on the fort and the small number of soldiers, he could not protect the kingdom of Rohan. So I asked Theoden, send a distress call to the fairies in the kingdom of Wonder. But Theo said the old alliance was broken. The elves and the Honda kingdom will never come to save the kingdom of Rohan. So he rejected Aragorn's offer to fight alone. But that night, a squadron of fairies blowing orders outside the cliff. King Eren of the elves sent an army to help Theo. Protective him. It was not long before Saruman's army advanced. Immediately launch an attack. But the walls of the Asma Valley are both high. The monsters could not destroy the city for a long time. This kind of magic doesn't work. The monster directly blew a hole in the wall. And then it's coming in through that hole. Aragorn hurriedly lead the army of fairies to protect the gap. The enemy is too numerous. All the soldiers of the fairies died in battle. It still cannot protect the city. They gave up the outer ring. Retreat inside to defend. The inside is tall and wide. It's bigger than the outer ring, but under the deadly attack of monsters. It was also quickly in trouble. So Theoden, order, have everyone retreat to the platform at the inner ring. Want to use the gate of the radio block as the last layer of protection. Pippin and Merry, on the other hand, were anxious to help. They don't want to be taken to the wrong land like this. Pippin wants to try and convince the Tree Man to join the fight against Sauron. But the Tree Man just wanted to stand outside and watch the war. Stay peacefully in the jungle, Fangorn. One way not to Pippin try another. He persuaded the Tree Man to go in the fifth direction, cutting down trees. But when the Tree Man came to the south, I saw a large piece of the forest where Gonfan had been cut very angry. So it immediately summons some other tree people. Attack towards the lair of Sauron. At the same time, Frodo and Sam. He was taken to the capital of the Kingdom of Wonder. Austin East has just arrived. The ring came. Faramir immediately led everyone prepared to fight. At the same time, under the relentless onslaught of monsters, the big door of the Hen Station was also shaking. The final battle is approaching. Aragorn and Theoden didn't want to be trapped in the castle. They decided to ride the bugle, open the door of the castle, and attack the monsters. Along with the sound of the trumpet, everybody on their horses, get out of the castle. In the middle of the monsters' battle, destroy them. Suddenly in the east came the sound of horses. Aragorn looked that way. Gandalf was riding on a white horse. Shower in the morning light. Today is the date of the engagement between Gandalf and Aragorn. Gandalf has returned, of course. You have Elmer with you, and engineers loyal to the kingdom of Rohan. Eldream ordered the engineers to rush towards the monsters. Like a tsunami. They basically have no way of sustaining it. I soon lost all will. Turned to run towards the wide forest Fangorn. As a result, they're outraged by the tree people. Destroy the tree, break the levee, cause the water to overflow. Destroy all the things that Saruman has deconstructed. The ring found Frodo because he had suffered so much. Frodo almost lost his will. Just when you're about to hand over the ring, give the ghost ring. Sam pulled you out in time. Sam encourages Frodo to help him regain consciousness. Faram. I was very moved by what Sam said. He decided to let Frodo and Sam go to school. With the hope of the Middle East, destroy the Ring of Wisdom. The fight for Aslan. It ended with the triumph of mankind. But Sauron won't give up so easily. He's correcting the army. They're going to attack the Middle East again. On the way to the mountain, Goldrum also changed to evil personality. He decides to take back the ring from Frodo's hand. After the war in the Asma area ended, Frodo and Sam followed Theogoldin towards Mount Dum. Other side, Gandalf and the others went to Saruman's lair. Prepare Cho to ask Saruman about Sauron's next plan, but Saruman would rather die without speaking. He kept mocking Gandalf. While the two sides are tense, one of his servants wanted to go to the right. He sneaked Saruman, so Saruman fell and lost his life. At the right time, Gandalf thought this journey would yield nothing. A glass ball falling out of the Saruman. Vinpang curiously went to pick up the orb. But before I could see it, it was taken away by Gandalf. Gandalf stored the orb carefully. It seems that this sphere may bring some misfortune. Gandalf had to be so careful for a reason. This glass sphere is not a sphere. Normal magic. It's Valentine, something that communicates. Saruman used it to communicate with Sauron. If you don't store this orb carefully, Sauron will be able to use it to spy on Gandalf. Saruman is dead. Gandalf and the others return to the kingdom of Rohan, celebrating a solemn feast. The battle for Asma was won. Late at night, everyone is tired. Quickly fall asleep, but Pippin can't sleep. So he's always been curious about the glass sphere. Boy nymphs while sleeping Gandalf steals orb outplay. But Pippin just put his hand on the ball, then immediately confine you through the orb. Ask them about the location of the ring. Fortunately, Gandalf and the others came. Pippin and Glasgow Barra. The ring and Frodo. It was not revealed out, but at the same time, through this sphere, Pippin, he also discovered Sauron's next plan. He will attack the city of Minas, Tirith of the kingdom of Mordor. After hearing the news, Gandalf immediately persuaded the king of Rohan dispatched the Gunnar. But Theoden rejected Gandalf. The reason was when the Rohan kingdom was attacked by an army of monsters. To the rescue. Helpless Vandalf takes Pippin to Minas Tirith. Want to convince Regent Danfo of Gondor, seeking Rohan's help. Minas Tirith is the gateway to Middle-earth. Once 7 players, the Middle East will be fully revealed under Sauron's claws. We want to protect the Middle East. Must protect Minas Tirith. After coming to Minas Tirith, Vandalf immediately advised Dan Edward with the help of the kingdom of Rohan, as Dan Edward refused. On the one hand, he is in pain at the loss of Boromir. On the other hand, knew of the existence of Aragorn. Aragorn is the sole legitimate heir to the Golden Seven. Today, thanks to the victory in the war, so you're being trusted by King Rohan. Black Scar worried. If I ask for help from the kingdom of Rohan, Black will take this opportunity. Aragorn returns to the throne of wonder, somewhere else. After a long journey, Frodo and Sam have finally reached the secret path. You can go around the lair of Sauron. This road is on a steep cliff. It's a complicated path, it's dangerous, but Frodo and Sam want to complete the mission, so try to climb up. At the same time, darkness reached Ocean X. This is the former capital of the Winter Kingdom. Located to the east of Minas Tirith, the new capital. It's a place that plays an essential role in Sauron's plan to invade the Middle East. It's also a shield to protect Minas Tirith. To protect Ocean X, son of Dunmer, was Faramir personally leading the defense. Be prepared to meet Sauron's monster army. The Faramian beep monsters had prepared before. If attacked directly, there will definitely be heavy casualties. So thanks to the darkness, they're quietly sneaking into Ostanex. Under the guidance of Gandalf, Pippin crept up. The signal tower of Minas Tirith lit a fire. Not long after, the other signal towers saw the Minas Tirith burning. The fire should also be lit. An urgent message to the kingdom of Rohan. Although Black Mouth says it won't aid Rona Kingdom. But after hearing the news, Minas Tirith lit support the fire. From the kingdom of Rohan. He still ordered the centaurs to the kingdom of Rona. After dawn, Pharaoh is still fighting the monsters. Both sides have suffered heavy casualties, but thanks to the numerical advantage, the monster army is constantly pushing forward. Narrow down the defensive V6 of Faram. They finally cornered him in a corner of Oscar City. I see no more backing. Pharaoh immediately ordered his army to retreat to Minas Tirith, that noticed Faramir retreat. Army of monsters continued to ride the beast killed chase. A lot more soldiers. Venef saw Faramir being driven out. Immediately pushed the horse out. He held up his glowing staff, forced the ghosts and the animals back. After Faramia and a small army escaped, they immediately returned to Minas Tirith met Dan Error. Black Exo criticizes Faramia very heavily. He forced his son to lead, to steal back Minas Tirith. Why Dan Exo treated Faramia so harshly? It's because he never liked this boy. All of his love. It was placed on the eldest son. Bomeo right now. Jinex City has been attacked by an army of sheer overwhelming numbers. If Faramia were to attack, it will be completely destroyed. But Faramia didn't resist, didn't refuse. I'm like a child trying to win your love. To be recognized by the father, you will do anything. They even go to death. Frodo and Sam are still climbing to the top, but Gollum has now changed to a cruel personality. He always wanted to take back the ring from Frodo's hand, but Sam realized Golden's evil intentions, so always watch out for him. Golden understood, I want to steal the ring. You have to send Sam away. So he's plotting to get rid of Sam. While climbing up, Goldie constantly separates the love between Frodo and Sam. Frodo was wrong. Sam is trying to steal the ring from his hand. One evening, Gold stealthily threw away all the leftover food. Sam. Frodo doesn't know the truth. Gold then sends Sam away. Farum he summoned soldiers loyal to him. He fought a life and death battle to win back Ostanex. On the other side, Black commands the generals all over the kingdom. Rohan let them lead his army to meet him. Let's save the Honda kingdom. But because time is so fast, so many generals still haven't got there in time. Theoden only gathered 6,000 people. Theoden wanted to wait a few more days to assemble a full army, but Aragorn felt that the situation was Minas Tirith has been extremely dangerous. Ben persuaded Theoden to move quickly. Theoden listened to Aragorn's offer. Immediately lead the army to Minas Tirith. Aragorn remained with the Prince of the Fairies, Legolas and Dwarf Jimmy. They go down the road of death next door, where the Rohan army is stationed to get help. Ra in the first time Sauron invaded the Middle Kingdom. Prince of Runner, Easter. He has gathered the armies of the nations to fight him. There's an army that swears allegiance to Easter. But when he was about to start the battle, he was afraid to escape. So little Soda cursed. The souls of this army will not be safe. This army was cursed and fled to the path of death. To this day, the purpose of Aragorn and others coming here is to convince these souls, help the Kingdom of Wonder, let the souls be loyal to you. Aragorn used her status as the afterlife of Isadora to promise. Help the Golden Kingdom, then you'll see that they swore an oath to Isadora, let the curse be broken. They will also rest. Thanks to that, the spirits decided to follow Aragorn to save the kingdom. Wonder. By this time, Faramir had lost 7 battles in the campaign to recapture Osiris. He was dragged back to Minas Tirith by his horse. The victorious monster army immediately summoned the Minas Tirith attack. Standing in front of an army of powerful monsters, is terrified. Bomer and Faramir successively died in battle. His family is now great. He felt that there was no hope in this life. He ordered the soldiers to lay down their weapons and flee. Gandalf heard Dan Exo are calling on their warriors to surrender and knocked him down and then take over supreme command. We started organizing soldiers. Let's fight the monsters. I'm very excited because the plan worked. He lured Frodo into the cave of a giant spider. He wanted to borrow the spider's hand to defeat Frodo. He doesn't have to spend any money to get the ring. After being evicted, Sam accidentally discovered that the dried food was thrown away by a golf ball. That he wanted to steal the ring. So you immediately go back to help follow. At this time in the cave, Frodo encountered the giant spider. He was scared and ran away. The result is getting stuck in a spider's web. Gollum took the opportunity to steal the ring. But in our dispute with Frodo, he accidentally fell into the abyss. Frodo thought he was out of danger. The result was a giant spider. It injected you with an anesthetic. It makes you faint immediately, and then you're wrapped up in it at the right time. Sam appears in time to chase the spider away to save Frodo. Now there's monsters hearing noise here. Came to check. Sam fled hastily, looking at Frodo's capture. On the other hand, the onslaught of monsters make the defenders of Minas Tirith gradually crumbling. They just hit back. They were eventually cornered in the Winner's Palace. There's nowhere to go. There's only one way to fight. When everyone thought that Minas Tirith will be defeated like that, in the distance suddenly turned to the voice of the commander. The troops led by Theoden arrived. After giving a great speech, Theoden immediately ordered the monster army defeated countless enemies in an instant. But the winning balance doesn't tilt that way, because Sauron's mercenary army has arrived. The war elephants of the mercenaries pedaled everywhere. The Rohan soldiers couldn't stop them. While thousands of pounds of Aragorn leads an army of souls, they immediately drove back the monster army in an easy way, protected by Minas Tirith. Aragorn also acknowledged that the spirits he made the oath, let them escape, towards Frodo imprisoned in the fortress of Sauron. The monsters, quarreling over things in Frodo's body, they end up killing each other. Just as a monster was about to kill Frodo, timely export, it saved Frodo. Then the two friends continued on to Mount Dum. After the battle for the Minas Tirith ended, Aragorn and the others decided to go to the center of the Sauron. Active provocation to attract the attention of Sauron. Give Sam and Frodo a chance to get to Mount Dum. Sharon was definitely a hit. He sent his entire army out to fight a battle, deciding at the right time. All of Sharon's attention was on the battlefield. Frodo and Sam went to the crater. The lava flows are under their feet. Just neat. Frodo threw down the ring in his hand, and it was over. But Frodo was mesmerized by the ring at this very moment. You want to steal the ring for yourself. Then you put the ring on your hand. Gollum is not dead yet, suddenly appeared again. Follow the footprints on the ground to find Frodo. He broke your finger and stole the ring. At the same time, Gollum is very excited. Frodo compression pain, pushing the golem under the hot lava flow. Let him and the ring be buried forever. After the Great Ring is melted, Sauron's ghost ring also disappeared. The Tower of Darkness collapsed. His monster army is also broken. Finally, the darkness that filled the Middle East and Aragorn inherits the position of King of Gondor. He married Princess Arwen of the Elves. Frodo and his uncle Bilbo, allowed to go to the Immortal Land to live with the King of the Fairies, Arryn. The story of the Middle East is over. How do you see this movie? Leave a comment below. Goodbye.